Good afternoon once again from the sports desk. Hekkie Budler's next fight will be in August as he challenges champion Kenshiro Taraji for the WBC and WBA junior flyweight titles. The hexecutioner is fresh from a fight on Saturday that lasted only 48 seconds as he disposed of challenger Wichet Sengkrapon. Hekkie earned the right to fight the champion when he beat Elwin Soto in July to end the #1 spot. The former IBO, WBO mini-fly, WBA super, IBF and IBO champion joins us in studio with his trainer and manager Colin Nathan to talk to us about their plans. Gentlemen, good evening, good afternoon, and thank you so much. Hex,
thanks for having us.
Were you in a fight on Saturday? You don't look like somebody who was in a fight.
I was in a good warm-up.
Tell me about that fight. I mean, obviously, I think the last time we spoke was when you had just come back from fighting for the Eliminator, and it was July last year. It's been quite a while. So what was the big idea behind this fight on Saturday?
To get rounds, to fight someone, and that was the plan. He normally takes quite a good shot. He can go a few rounds. That was what we expected, to go a few rounds. It didn't happen, but that's boxing. That's what happens.
Were you disappointed that the fight lasted 48 seconds?
A little bit. I wanted to go a few rounds. I needed the rounds. But if you look at the gym, I mean, the guys we have in the gym, I think the sparring I get will be enough.
And now, I mean, if you look at this from the fact that you were not active in July and now you're fighting again, how has that period been? You know, I mean, do you not miss the actual fights?
I miss a lot. I'm addicted to that adrenaline that pumps through your veins through fight. I'm addicted to that. But I think because of COVID as well, I got used to it. I didn't fight for 2 years in COVID, then I had a fight, and I had to wait another year to fight again. So you get used to it. And like I said, with the sparring we have at the gym, I think I'm able to quickly get over the ring rust because of the good sparring we have. So I've been lucky.
Well, I remember your professional debut. Looking back now, how has it been since that time when you made your professional debut?
Well, I've learned a lot. I've changed a lot. When I started, I went in there, I tried to knock everybody's heads off. I had to have someone like Colin in my corner to teach me how to really box, to sit, relax. And I've enjoyed every single second of it. I don't know how long I've still got left. Hopefully a few more years. Still feel fresh, and I'm still enjoying it, still loving what I do.
And I think you've won almost all except 2 titles, right?
Yeah, I still need the WBC and
WBO, right?
That's what I want to do next. That's my next goal, my next dream. And I believe I can do it. I still believe I've got enough left to be able to beat the champions in those that have the belts.
And you're one of the few, 2 boxers, South African boxers, to ever get the Ring magazine belt. Well, that's quite an achievement.
We're 3 now.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's 2 of us who won it in the ring. Me and Tawil I think he won it in 1954, if I'm not mistaken. You can ask Colin, he's good of his boxing brain. But yeah, it was an absolute honor. Hopefully, God willing, in August, I'll be a 2-time Ring magazine belt champion.
Yeah. Colin, thank you also for joining us. I mean, again, looking at Hekkie, and let's start with the issue of how busy he has been. He's not really been that busy. Does that not bother you as a trainer and manager in that he's got a very big fight in August, but he's hardly busy?
So, no, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I was catching mitts for him 2 weeks ago, you know, getting him ready for this contest. And I just am blown away by him. And I'm not blowing smoke up him, you know. I'm just really, really, like, amazed. The timing's good. His foot speed, hand-eye coordination. He hasn't missed a beat. This version of Hekkie is probably the best version I've ever seen before. His fight against Elwin was just so calculating. We had such a good game plan. He followed it to a T, showed such great resilience and great legs and fresh legs in the later rounds. I mean, I am blown away by him. I think the rest during COVID did him the world of good. He is a new fighter. This version of Hekkie Budler would beat all the other versions going forward.
The big fight, though, in August.
It's a massive fight. It's a massive fight.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime fight.
And you know what? I liked the 43 seconds on Saturday night. He did his camp. He cut weight beautifully. He got in. He fought a guy who really wasn't deserving of being in the same ring as him. He took care of business. You know, when a guy's not on your level and you carry him, you have a problem. Hekkie didn't carry him. He took care of business. It was one shot we weren't expecting, but it was a peach of a left hook. Shifted it down, sprung it up, and then it was like a 45-degree angle left hook that caught him like clean, and it was just It was great. It was like when he won the world title 9 years ago. It's just fantastic with one shot. So I know, we all know the magnitude of what's going to happen in August. But we're ready for that. We're ready for that. And I've said it. I believe Hekkie's got one last legitimate world title run in him. And if he's got a few more wars left in him, Taraji's chosen the wrong #1 contender.
And just on that, I mean, Hekkie, from your side, I mean, it's a big fight. You're fighting a Japanese who really is like a machine. How do you feel going into that? I mean, obviously, you have to be ready to and confident that you can put him down.
I enjoy it. I enjoy being the underdog. Going to hard fights. I always fight better, I think, when I'm expected to lose. Every time I've stepped up to guys that I'm supposed to lose against, I've done better. I think it's just my work ethic, my want. I want to prove people wrong. I enjoy to prove people wrong that doubt me. And I believe I'm going to do it again.
You said earlier on that, you know, if there's still more fight left in you, you're like 32 now?
No, I wish. Turning 35 in 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah, so it's... But I still feel fresh. Like I said, I think what Colin said as well, that the COVID break, those 2 years where I trained, then I didn't train. Then I trained, then I didn't train. I think it did my body so much good. Because I came back after the next, I felt so fresh, so energetic. So I think I missed it. I think I missed it. It was what I needed at that time.
And just finally from you, Colin, I mean, you say that you're seeing a very different Hekkie, and having seen him from his amateur level, what do you think is the one thing that has kept him this active? And at 35, still out there amongst the fights with some of the best in the world.
Well, I don't know about keeping him active. I think what keeps him ticking is that design hunger. And I've seen him from a teenager growing into a man, into a husband, and into a father. And that's him becoming a parent. There's been a definite change in him for the better. He's more grounded, he's more focused. But what makes him tick is his desire to achieve, his humbleness, and the fact that he's so determined. And again, I'm going to say, like, I love this version of Hekkie Budler. Like, for me, this is my signature guy. And when I catch mitzvah, and when I did, I was like, I was blown away by the professionalism.
Well, just thank you so much, Hekkie, and I'm glad that you got rid of those snakes.
Or if I can, just a big shout out to Boxing 5. Thank you for the opportunity, Riaz and Larry. It was just great to be part of that event Saturday night, bringing boxing fans back to what they deserve.
Colin Nathan and Hekkie Budler, thank you so much for coming through to spend time with us. 43 seconds, that's all it took for Hekkie Budler to win that fight on Saturday. But in August, it's one of the toughest fights he'll probably face in his career.